So somebody go down there and give me one, Mr. Patel. Hook me up. Go down there and get me one. Hook me up.
They don't like me. I'm brown.
Oh, whatever. Show them your green card.
They still don't like me.
All right, it's around here somewhere.
Even though I was born in America.
I know, but I'm German.
You're German.
I'm redneck, so they like me.
You want me to go?
All right, here we go. There it is.
I'll get you one for real if you want it.
Total number of values times 100. I would like one if anybody wants to go down and get one.
I'll go get it.
All right, there you go. Give me something to drink
I'm not
too.
taking orders here.
Here, I'll go.
I tell you what, just tell them that Hubert's class needs a couple of boxes, and they'll go, "Oh yeah, please." No, I doubt it.
Tomorrow we have a bake sale. So you guys want to buy some goods, bring some dollar bills. We'll be selling some goodies. Who you selling?
Did you ask Mary if I was going to chaperone y'all's trip?
No, I didn't ask
You
her.
need to ask her. See what she
Because
says.
you're going to laugh at her. Or you're going to laugh. I know
She's
you.
gonna laugh.
I
She's
knew
gonna
you were
be
going
like,
to come.
Yeah, Hubert's chaperone. That'd be like putting the fox in the chicken coop, huh?
Yes. It'll be fun. You should come, but I mean, I don't think the White House will let you near.
No, they wouldn't let me
What's
in.
it for?
You know why? You know why?
Why?
Because I'm a racist terrorist. Because I was in the military.
Just with track out.
Yeah, students.
Huh?
Technically, we would be on their list.
Yeah. Because I was in the military.
What's gay?
All right. Now, let's take a look at this example. I want you to find the number that gives me the 30th percentile. Or, oh, no, I'm bass backwards. I told you I had it bass backwards. 25. Tell me what percentile 25 is. What percentile is 25? Right here. Well, Hubert, there's the 5 25s up there. You go with the what? First one, Hubert. That's right, class. Well, how do you know which one's the first one? Which way do you read?
Right.
There it is. So you want to know what the percentile of that number is. So you count the number that comes what? Before it. Number of values less than x. So here's your x right here. So 10, 20, 20 what? 22. So 22 over, how many are in this? 40? Multiply by 100. Do you need a calculator for this? No or yes? No, you do not. Put them away. Unless you're that girl at the cash register that can't make change. Why do you not need a calculator? Because one, all of these are what kind of numbers? Even numbers, so you can divide them by 2. I hope y'all got me something to drink.
Oh man, I forgot.
I asked, did I not ask them when they went? I said, give me something to drink. All right, you just failed the class. You just failed the class. No matter what you do, you just failed.
You want a sausage biscuit too?
No, I got one.
Good, you can't have one.
You don't get Vanna anything. And she does all the magnification.
You want something down?
You want a sausage biscuit?
Yeah, Vanna's huge. Vanna's huge.
It's a crap.
All right, they're all what? So you can take them out by 2s. What can you do with these 2 guys? Take one of those zeros out. 220 over 4. Or you can cancel this 4 with this what? 4 will go to be a 2 and 5. Anything else we can cancel? 2 and what? So what's the answer? 55th percentile. So your answer comes out to be 55th percentile. Or that number represents 55%. Now, is Schubert going to ask you the third 25? No, I'm not going to ask you that. I'm going to ask you just a number, and it'll usually be the first one. I'm not going to ask you count 3 over. Did somebody check what 22 over 40 multiplied by 100 is?
Yeah.
What is it?
5.
It's a miracle. Y'all ready to quit?
Mm-hmm.
All right, now what if you go the other direction? Give me the 72nd percentile. I asked you the percentile, so you got to use the other formula, KN over 100. And you need to decide how to relate those two formulas to each other. However you need to. I tell students, if you're given the percentile, you use KN over 100.
You said
50, what did I say, second? What did I say? 75th. 72nd. I want to know the 72nd percentile. /72 percentile. So 72 okay, I'm getting really irritated on this thing. 72 times what? 40 over what? Do we need a calculator? No, we do not. Because I'm going to take this out right here. Now let me ask you a question. We're trying to find a number, okay? Now there's a rule that goes along with this. I haven't shown you the rule yet, but I'm fixing to. I'm not going to get rid of that 10. Why am I not going to get rid of that 10? Why am I not going to cancel it out to a 5? Why do I want to leave it as a 10?
Because you can't take it out of 72 also.
No.
Oh,
You're wrong.
no.
So, that's the point.
Try.
Why do I leave that 10 there?
Because there's not another 0 you can cancel out, make it 1.
Nope.
See?
Because that would make it odd.
Nope. It amazes me. Every time I ask this question, it amazes me. People don't know why I'm going to leave that 10 there. All right, now I hear mumbling. What?
You have to multiply as well.
No. Okay, it's nothing to do with canceling. Okay? Nothing to do with that. I can cancel that 4 and that 10, can I not? Why am I choosing not to? Because if you have a 10 in the denominator, all you have to do is move the decimal one place to the left, and you've got your answer. And you don't have to use what? Calculator. So always, when you have a fraction and you have a 10 in the denominator, do not cancel that 10 out, because you can finish the equation without having to divide. All you got to do is move the decimal. You would be surprised on how many high school graduates I ask that question and they don't have a clue what I'm talking about.
They never thought of that. They never did.
It doesn't surprise me because it's not on a standardized test. All right, so we should just quit. All right, 70. Now y'all should be able to do this, because 70 times 4 is 280. Add 8 is 288. Wow. 288 divided by 10. What is that?
28.
It's a miracle. Now, here is the rule with this. Let me put it over here. Let's go back over here. Hold on. There we go. We're right here. When you do your multiplication or division or whatever, when you do this formula, right here, you're going to get a whole number or you're going to get a decimal. Everybody with me? If you get a whole number, you're good. You just count to that number and that's your number. If you get a decimal, I don't care what the decimal is, 0.01, or 0.9. I don't care. If you get a decimal, you round up. I don't care if it's 7.01 or 7.91. You round up to 8. So if you have a whole number, 6, then you just count. That's the answer. You count 6 numbers, and then that's your 50th percentile or whatever the case may be. So what do we have?
28.8.
So that means 20 what? 29. So that rounds up to 29, and then I count on my handy dandy table to the 29th number. All right, that's 20, and 29 would be right there. So the 25 right here, this 25 represents what? The 72nd percentile. And that's how you do those two formulas. Make sure you can do one of each of those questions. And I just did them for you. I just did that one, example 3. And you can do this one for practice. Go to the next page. Oh, you don't have this one, but I'll give it to you right here. Let me just go ahead and give it to you because that book will screw it up. Here's the flow chart. You can write it down.
Priority 1 message coming in on secure channel.
Mr. Patel,
Yeah.
you don't know anything. I was going to get you to come up here and find the calibration button, but I can't find it.
Don't you have to like press down?
I've already done that 5 times. I've already done. Write that down if you want to. This is the rule I just gave you. Do this, and you're going to get either a whole number or you're not going to get a whole number. If you get a whole number, then you just pick that number. If you get a decimal, you do what? Round up to the next what? Number.
Wait, so have you done the little tapping of the dots everywhere?
Yeah.
Whatever it is?
That's what I can't get it to come up.
Oh, you can't get that.
I've already restarted the program. I can't.
What kind of smart board is this? Or is this is a smart board, right?
This is a Prometheus. All right. Don't worry about it. I'll just finish this class and go to another classroom and it'll work fine. This classroom is just, there's something wrong with that computer, I think. Okay, the problem that I want to show you is right here. There's the problem. Referring to that same table, and I'll put that table up in a second. They want to find the what? 25th percentile. So write that down. Find the 25th percentile of the following table. That's your question. And there's how you do it. And the table is where's the table? I thought we
Go
just...
back one more.
Huh?
Go back one
Go
more.
back one more thing. Did I not hit it?
Back one more.
Back one more. All right, you might want to copy that table down right quick. Vanna, if you would, blow it up for me, please. Oh, whoa, stop. Go back down all the way. I want to get this stuff out of the way. Okay, now we go there.
So
Write that table down, and the first question says, what percentile does 23 represent? That's the first question. What percentile does 23 represent? I did a different number. Okay, so we're just going to do 2 different questions, and that'll be 2 questions you have for each for the test. So find the percentile that represents 23. So that's when you're going to go to 23 I'll let you finish writing. Let me take the roll while y'all writing the table down.
Peter,
Hmm.
did you do the little thing where you hold the pen over the little...
Over that little thing up there,
flame
yep.
icon?
I've done that, and when I do that, it just
And then
makes a noise.
yeah, and then it's the screen should go white.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't? And then the second method is on the computer, go through Active Manager.
Active Manager.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll try that next. Well, then the class, of course, I find it. Vanna, hit freeze screen, please, so I can, down in the bottom right-hand corner.
You
And
said,
I'll
yeah, what?
freeze. There. And I'll take the roll.
Priority 1 message coming in on secure channel.
All right, y'all are 103. And Mr. Black is not here. All right, Austin.
Here.
Bandy.
Here.
Bright is here. Chapman.
Yeah.
DeVoe is here. Franks is here. Jordan is here. Curtis is here. Martin is here. Dang, I'm learning y'all's names. Morris is here. Messed up. You should sit up here. Parker
Here.
and Patel is here. Raines.
Here.
Swallow is not here. Wilmering is here and Wilson is here. Okay, that's done. So the bureaucrats are happy. And Wilmering is getting mad and leave. Why are you getting mad, Mr. Wilmering? I didn't mean to make you mad.
Very good. Go get my hair cut.
Yeah, good. Make sure you look sharp now.
I'll do it.
All right. Get that homework done.
Makes me mad. Yeah.
All right. What were we doing? Oh, Diana, go ahead and unfreeze it now. All right. Where did you say it was?
Okay, so
Is it on the desktop or is it in the files?
So at your computer, click the Active Manager, which is like this little yellow guy looking thing.
Yellow, yeah.
Is it in the program or on the desktop?
Icon on the system toolbar. So, try it.
Down here? It's not there.
Well, it says this little Active Manager yellow icon.
I know, that's what I'm looking for.
Any programs?
Okay, go to programs. I didn't think about that.
And see.
There it is. No,
Try to slide
it's not. There it is. It's not there. It's a conspiracy.
Bush's fault.
It's all Bush's fault.
Yeah, if it's in here, it should be down there. But
It's not. I want you to find it in here.
Okay.
Under file or
Go to this little icon.
Where's the?
Help.
oh my gosh, we're going through hell. I'm not going through that.
Hit about real quick.
No.
Oh, okay. Alright, well, go, here, go to that one. Alright, go down. Go down one more.
I'm looking for the
Can you
item.
not do search in the search bar? Hit type in Active Manager.
Try that. Yeah. And then right here, just type in active.
I didn't know what it was called.
ACTIV.
Active. Man.
No space.
Well, it's right there.
No, that's a vice pair.
No, twice, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's no space to it though. Maybe it's not on your computer.
Okay, so it just disappeared. Okay.
Is this the little icon right here that you're supposed to mess with?
Yep. I mean, it don't work. All right, that's okay. I ain't gonna worry about it.
I'll find
It's a
another.
conspiracy.
I'll find another one.
All right, what y'all come up with the 23?
25.
25th percentile, that's correct.
Times 100.
Well, yeah, 0.25 times 100 comes out to be 25. And no, you do not need a calculator for that. Now, let's go to the next page. This computer is just screwed up. Hold on. The next page says, right here, it says, find the 25th percentile, and basically you find 23. I mean, I'm not going to, that's what they're doing. But change this to 35. Find the 35th percentile, and that would be 35 over 100 times 40, and then you would count. But what if you come out with a whole number? You count that number. What if you come out with a decimal?
Round.
You round up. Okay? Yes, sir.
Alright, so it says, this is another method. From your computer, hold down the control button and click on either your desktop or your
Control.
yeah, the control button on your keyboard.
Mhm.
Hold that down and then click on your just anywhere on your screen. Or file. Click on the file.
I don't know what I'm supposed
This
to
is
do.
okay, this is what it says. Computer, hold down the control button and click on either your desktop or any folder. In the menu that appears, select more. Hit right click.
Right.
Right click out here where it's is there more?
I don't see anything. Yeah, you can. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Brad, I have a question.
Yeah.
The one where it said find the 25th percentile,
Mm-hmm.
and you get 10, so the 10th one is 22. But like, why did you say it was 23?
It's 22.5 is what it comes out to be. Oh, let's see. 25th percentile. 25 times 40 over 100. And I'm going to take that out right there. And that'll give me 25 times 4 over 10. And 25 times 4 is what? 100 divided by 10 is 10, so it's the 10th number. I don't know, I must
Yeah,
have
and
been
it's-
talking about something else. I'm
And it's
sorry.
22.
Yeah.
But why in the book it says something about it being, it says something about it being 23.5?
Because there are two numbers that are the same.
Oh.
I'm glad you brought that up. If two numbers are the same, if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and there's a 23 here and a 23 here, then you're supposed to make, I think you're supposed to add them up and divide by 2, something like that. It says it on the on the flow chart. I'll show you that. Pull up flow chart.
Was that Excel?
Go back one. Up at the top. No, pull that back up. All right, go up the top left-hand corner,
Top.
right here.
Right here?
Yeah, go back one. We're working with a train that only has one wheel on it. Go down. All right, right here. The value of the kth percentile is midway between the L value and the next value in the sorted set of data. Find P of X by adding the Lth value and the next value and dividing by the total by 2. So that's what it says do. Now, we're going to talk about the box plot. Talk about it right quick. Because the box plot is real simple. But, why do people get it wrong? People get it wrong because they don't know how to plot the box plot onto the number line. Because they've never been taught how to get the number line. Because they mix up the two values. You ain't found it yet?
Looking for it.
Okay. So the box plot have some values. Let's do some values. I'm just going to put some values on the board. 23, 25, 25, 27, 30, 32, 33, 35, and 40. Okay, everybody with me? So you're going to be given some data, list data usually. And this is exactly like the question I'll give you on a test. I'll give you 7 or 8 or 9 values, and I want you to show me a box plot. And I'm going to also ask you for your percentiles. What percentiles? Well, if I don't ask you for a certain percentile, and I just say, find me the percentiles, I'm wanting the first, second, and third quartiles, which is the what? 25th, the 50th, and the 75th percentile. So if nothing's there, if I don't ask you for a certain percentile, it's assumed that you're going to find those 3. So what do? Well, first you got to find the 50th percentile. Now, if you don't want to calculate it, all you got to do is count. How many we got? 9, Hubert. That's right, class. So what's halfway to 9? Well, you count 4 down and 4 up, and that's the 50th percentile. There it is. Which is the what? What is that? No, that's the second quartile, the 50th percentile, but what else is it? The what? No. Median. So the median is your what? Your 50th
Quartile.
percentile, or your second what? Quartile. Now, this is the way I show this. I usually show y'all how to calculate it, but then I show y'all how to find it, because some of you, like me, I care less about calculating it. I just go and find it. Well, how do you find the first quartile? Well, you take the median of the upper side and the lower side. Did I say upper side? Yeah, upper side, or this is lower side, and the upper side. How many do we have right here?
4.
So how do I find the median here? Take these 2 and what? 25 plus 25 divided by what? And of course that's 25. So there's your 25 is your 50th percentile. I'm sorry, your 25th percentile. So what's this one? 33 plus 35 over 2. What is that? 68? 68 over 2 is what? 34? Somebody help me out. So 34 is your 75th percentile. Some people think it's a whole lot easier just to do it that way. Now, people that have had me before for math, what if you do it differently from the book or the test question, and you get 25 and the book gets 25.5? Will I mark it wrong? And it marks it wrong. What should you do?
Let you know.
Let me know and I'll fix it. Because if you get 25 and the book says 25.5, I'm going to give you the point, because there's 2 different ways of finding the percentiles. Okay? Let's not make a big deal out of it. Just come see me during office hours or after class, and I'll look at it and I'll give you the points. Unless you're Mr. DeVoe, and then I won't even listen to you. Mr. DeVoe, what happened? I just noticed that. You all right?
Yeah.
See, that's what happens. You sell drugs. That's what happens. All right. What happened? You didn't have a wreck, did you? You failed. See, that's what happens when you're on drugs and you drink. God, I tell my mom that too.
Mom just showed.
Yeah, she's 75. She does drugs, and I tell her to do a group every week. She won't go. I tell people that way. She said, "Hush! Quit telling people that. They're gonna start thinking I drink." I think it's funny. Now, what do? You got to do a box plot. Well, the box plot is separate from this because you don't even use, you use those three numbers, but you don't use them to set up your box plot. The two numbers that you use to set up your box plot are your min and your what? Max, Hubert. That's right, class.
May I quit your the board real quick?
No,
I can't.
no, because I'm recording.
Alright.
So just forget it. It's something's wrong with it.
There's the calibrate button, but it's unhighlighted, so I found it.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Hey, you did good. You found it. See, that tells you right there that something's messed up. Do you work for computer services now?
Nope.
You need to. Y'all need to get you a part. That'd be a good place to get a. That'd be a good place to get a. What is it? Work study.
Yeah. I tried.
And then you could get a job there.
I applied down here like over the summer, and they wanted me to contact them. And I didn't know who to contact, so I never got the job. Like they had all my information,
Well, I'll be glad to tell you who to contact.
and then like
See me after class, and I'll tell you.
Alright.
Because if you can get on anywhere with computer services, give it a couple of years, you can get on at Clemson, you can get on. I know a lady that just left the Anderson campus, and she's making close to $65,000 a year at Clemson. And she was making like 35 to 40 a year, just working on computers. She's a good one. That's why they grabbed her, because she was so good. All right, I have no idea what I was. Oh, min is what? 23. And the max is 40. Okay, so the first thing you do when trying to find when you do your box plot is to find your what? Find your percentiles. Then push that to the side. Just say, come back to that later. And then draw your number line. How do I find the increments? Well, find the mid-range of the mid-range of the mid-range of the mid-range of the mid-range. Keep finding the mid-range 5 or 6 times, and you'll have your graduated number line. That's what people don't know how to do, and they don't know where to put the box plot. What's the mid-range? What's 40 plus 23?
62.
And what's half of 63?
That's 31 and a half. So 31.
Is it? I don't know. Is it?
Yeah.
Make it 32. Make it simple. Let's just make this 22. Now, Hubert, how can you do that? That's 23. What are we doing? What are we going to do after we get the number line? What are we going to do? We're going to draw a box on it, right? Does it really matter if I have a 22 or a 23 down here? No. But it makes it easy what? Math. So 22 plus 40 is what? 62. Half of 62 is?
31.
Well, we still get odd, so it's not going to make any difference.